Hey, what's up everybody? Jonathan back here with some more Farming Simulator 15. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can't finish up this area today. We shouldn't have any problems cutting down the rest of these trees and maybe making a run or two to the mill. But yeah, it's been a couple of days since I put a video up on this. Been playing a little bit of spin tires, and I've put up one video so far and got another one recorded. Hadn't had time to publish it and get it processed and all that good stuff. But yeah, I've been having fun playing spin tires. Been trying to figure it out for the most part. Took me a minute to figure out how to get the logs loaded up in the truck. But I got that figured out and making some mud. Yeah, it's been a couple of days too since I put a video up. I had a garage sale this weekend and had to get ready for that, and a lot went into that. Did pretty good though. Had a pretty good turnout and made a little bit of money. So that was tiring and hot, but good. Now it's back to normal and playing some games. And hopefully with one or two more runs to the mill we can afford to buy some of those big fields and see if we can't get some grass planted. I'd like to plant some grass and get a little operation going there. We'll have to buy some equipment. Actually have to buy quite a bit of equipment because we'll need probably, well, at least 2 tractors, probably one for the mowers, one for the rakers and the pickup, and I think I can probably use trucks to haul the. I'll have to look and see what kind of a hookup that has on those trailers, whether it's PTO or if it's you know, for a tractor trailer type truck, which I want to say though it's, whoa, I want to say it's PTO. So I may have to use tractors, and if that's the case we'll have to buy some nice tractors, and might be a little bit. But we could maybe get started with just one tractor, and or one set anyway, and see how that goes. So I think I'm going to leave one tree here for this little, just to give it a little bit of shade there. I think I'll leave one tree for that little house, or whatever that is, cabin. Yeah, not much else going on with me right now. Just you know, work and playing a few games here there and recovering from the garage sale. I did see yesterday, I believe it was, where if you play Forza Horizon 6, they've got the championship starting pretty soon. They got 2 divisions. They got an Elite Series and an Open Series. And the Elite Series, I imagine I have no business playing in that, but the grand prize on that is a 2017 Ford Focus. Pretty nice car, so somebody will be happy when they win that. But the Open Series, what they're doing is if you finish in the top 50% of your division or for your week, then you get, I believe the first week is the car pack, the car pass, car pack, or whatever it is. They give that to you for free, and then of course you get a special car to use, which I think maybe you can purchase separately at any given time, but they give it to you free for just participating. And then week 2, I think, is the Porsche expansion pack, and then week 3 is the NASCAR expansion pack, which I already have, and that's pretty fun. But and then of course the Elite Series got some pretty nice prizes. I didn't really even look at that just because I'm not going to be racing in those. There's just no way I can compete with some of those guys. I've raced against some of them online that are up into the 300 and 400 levels, where I'm only at level 96 or 97, I believe, and not that that really means a whole lot, but they play a lot, and they've got nice setups and stuff, steering wheels and all that probably, and I don't have any of that, and I just pretty sure I would not even be competitive in that sort of thing. So I'm just gonna play the Open, and maybe I can finish in the top 50% at least one week and win something. That'd be nice. I do not have a steering wheel for my Xbox One. I do for my Xbox 360, but I have not yet bought one for my Xbox One, which would help out a lot in something like that, but I'll just have to see what I can do with the controller. I don't know. But it should be fun. Just have to give it my best shot and see what happens. I've been playing those racing games for a long time. I had a PlayStation 1 way back in the day and got hooked on Gran Turismo, and I played Gran Turismo 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 1, and then when they went to the PlayStation 2, I believe was Gran Turismo 3, if I'm correct, and played that one, of course. And then Gran Turismo 4, I think, was also PlayStation 2. And then after that I switched to an Xbox 360, so went to Forza Motorsports. Pretty much the same thing. So, but yeah, I've been playing those racing games a long time. I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at them, but I'd say I can be competitive, let's put it that way. If I've been playing them some and kind of in the swing of things. I also like playing the Forza Horizon games. Played 1 and 2, and 3 is coming out here later on this year, and I hope to be getting that one. That looks like it's a lot of fun. I think it's based in Australia this time, so it should be some pretty neat terrain and some racing and stuff, some off-road racing, and it's just some pretty cool stuff there, so I'll be looking forward to that. But if you're interested in if you play Forza Horizon and you're interested in that, you can go to, I believe it's ForzaMotorsport.net is the web address of the Forza racing game, and they have right there on their home page at this moment, they have all the information about the championship, which starts, I believe, August 28th of 2016. So head on over there if you're interested in that, and you have to sign in to the I believe it's the eSports, it's what they're running it through, and so you have to go, if you don't have a login for that, you'll have to sign up for that website and put in your gamer tag and all that good stuff, and you can register for the championship. doesn't take but a minute. I did it earlier yesterday, and no, today. I did it earlier today, and got all that straightened out. So I'm registered and ready to go. And for the Open Series, week 1, they're running the 2015 Ford Mustang GT. And so I did a little practicing with that this afternoon. I tried running a little bit with the manual transmission, which I'm okay with it. Haven't been practicing much with it, and you can maybe get a little bit more speed out of the car with the manual transmission, because you can run up the gears or run up the RPM on the gears a little bit before shifting, whereas the automatic transmission, doesn't fully utilize the power band. But I haven't been playing with that manual transmission much. Alright, I think we just got, looks like 3 more trees to cut on this side, and we're done with this little spot. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a load up so we can head off to the mill and get a little money. We got 94,000, but what I'd really like to do is, there's one giant field on this map. I think it's possibly field 22. I'll have to look at the map here in a second when I get these last 2 trees cut. But I want to buy that one and plant it. Go ahead and plant it with grass. We'll have to buy a planter too, and get some grass growing. And then we can probably, for a little while, we'll just take one of our tractors that we're using either for the planting the trees, or I think I've got 1 or 2 other tractors maybe that we can use to plant the grass. We can do that, and then we'll have to buy us all the mowers and the rakes and the trailers that have the grass pickup on it. We can buy all that eventually and get us a little mowing operation started, because we'll have to mow it, rake it, and then pick it up, and then at that point we can haul it to the biogas plant, and it'll take a while for it to build up, and then you put it in those silos and cover them up, and then they'll eventually, I guess, ferment or whatever they do, and then we can sell it. You get quite a bit of money for some of that stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave those 2 trees right there just for aesthetics, and we'll call that side done. And I'm going to go ahead and get us a load in the truck here. So I'm just going to park this right about here, kind of out of the way. Yep, that looks good right about there. And let's go hop in our tractor so we can get it loaded up. I don't think I'm going to mess with the skidder too much today. We might use it while the truck's gone to kind of gather up some logs, but I think there's enough just right here close that we can get a pretty decent sized load without having to use the skidder. There's some thunderstorms rolling in here tonight, so I hope that doesn't cause us any problems. I was recording one episode, it's probably maybe a week ago, or at least 4 or 5 days ago, and it was a pretty good thunderstorm rolled through and knocked out my power, and I had to start over. I don't care for that, but what you gonna do? I don't have any APCs backups on my computer, so I just had to go with it, but that happens. Yeah, if any of y'all are playing Farming Simulator 15 and you're more into the farming aspect of it than you are the forestry, you ought to go check out, if you haven't already, go check out R.D. Allen's channel. Man, this guy's got some pretty cool videos up there. I was watching, he's got this one map. I haven't checked it out really to see, you know, where it is on the mods or anything like that, but I'm assuming it's a mod. It's got to be a mod. And anyway, it's called Oklahoma, and there's some giant fields on that map, and he had them all planted in corn apparently, and he had 4 harvesters going. I think it was 3 trucks each with 2 trailers hooked on the back, and he had all kind of course play set up, and it's a really neat thing to watch if you're new to course play or want to figure out how to use course play in your gameplay. But yeah, you ought to go check those out. It's pretty awesome. But his videos, especially, well, I mean, I'm sure he uses them, all of them, but especially in that Oklahoma video series, if you're trying to figure out what all you can do with course play and how to set it up and all that, go watch his videos. It's really interesting. I haven't really used course play all that much. I just mainly record routes to and from places, and I know you can use it to sell things, and he's got it all set automated to where his trucks would, you know, tractors would offload the corn and whatever else he had planted and was harvesting onto basically what they're called as overloaders, and it's kind of like the harvesters offloaded into the overloaders, and then the overloaders offloaded later into trucks with trailers. But he had all that automated, and the trucks would automatically go sell it, or I guess not sell it, but go store it. And then he later on he had I guess it was 6 million units, whatever that, you know, whatever the game units are, liters or bushels or whatever it is, but he had over 6 million units. And of course, with the game, the way it's set up, or the way it works, is whenever you sell a lot of something, every hour the price starts dropping. So I was watching the videos, and he was, you know, watching the hour tick over, and then the price of the corn would drop a good bit, and then I think when he started, maybe it was like $648 a unit, or you know, whatever it is, and by the time the next hour, well, by the time I stopped watching the videos, I think it was already down to just over $100, maybe 110, something like that. So, and there was no sense, and he said there was no sense in waiting for the price to go back up because it might take quite a while. So he just had it all automated with course play. He had I think 3 trucks going and was loading up corn and going and selling it. All right, now how did that get back over the top? I thought I moved it. But anyway, I enjoy watching his videos. He has some pretty cool stuff on there. And there's some others too. I can't really name names at this point because I just don't remember them all. But there's a lot of folks out there on YouTube that are making some pretty good farming simulator videos. Yeah, it's starting to thunder pretty good out there. I just really hope my electricity stays on. I would sure hate to start all over. Alright, come on, this stump's giving me problems. And I'm really glad I got my garage cleaned out today too, so I can park my car into there. It was just in time. I didn't know all these storms were going to roll in today. And we've got our course play already set up for this truck to make it to the mill, so all we got to do is get it loaded up and then send it off. Wait for it to get there, and then we can... Well, actually, you know what? I may have to review that course play route that we've got set up to go to the mill, because I got that... I believe it was the last video. We got the loader set up at the mill by the train, so we can offload the logs at the loading area and then send them off on the train. So we'll have to see where that... I can't remember if I redid the course play route or not. We'll just have to send it and see where it goes. It's going to stop anyway. I got a waypoint set over there, or a stop point. So we'll have to just see where it goes, and if it doesn't go to the right spot, we'll just hop in the truck ourselves and probably re-record that route, at least the route back. And then I believe, I can't remember if it was the video before last or if it was the last video. Sometime in between one of those videos, I had bought another field and planted some more trees. And I checked on the trees just a little while ago, and there's really not been any growth. I think it's just still too soon. I believe it's going to take probably, at least probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 maybe game days time for the trees to start growing pretty good, and then we'll want to wait for them to get at least, you know, where we can get a couple of logs out of them. So it might be quite a while before we're ready to harvest any trees off of those fields that we planted, but they should start springing up here pretty soon. And that'll be fun because it'll just be, you know, we won't have to worry about any kind of terrain like we do with this over this area and these other areas. We can just work on flat fields. It'll be a lot easier to harvest them and pick them up and all that good stuff. Oh, and I have to say, we will not be buying that Letourneau log loader. I used one of my other game saves to that I had just a ton of money on it. I bought one of those things, and it is massive. I mean, this truck right here, this Peterbilt, it absolutely dwarfed it. I mean, it was ridiculous how big that thing is. So no way is it going to fit over there by the mill. At best, we could probably put it over there by the pond, which is what I tried out on that other game save. And I'll have to maybe for next video I can hop over in that other game save and just show you how big that thing is. I mean, it's absolutely massive. So there's no way I'm buying that thing to use here. Plus, whenever I took a load of logs over there and tried to offload them with that Letourneau, it did okay. I mean, it grabbed them just fine, but I couldn't get a big enough load. Wow, that's some serious thunder out there. I couldn't get a big enough load on the trailer just because the trailer size was, you know, is what it is. So whenever I went to grab them with that massive, those massive tongs on there, it just, I mean, I could have probably grabbed the whole trailer, wheels and all and everything, but yeah, it was just too big. And then when the logs, I closed the tongs or the grapple all the way, and the logs were still just kind of pretty loose in there. I couldn't make it tighten up anymore. So yeah, I just don't think that Letourneau is going to work out. I wish that it wasn't quite so big, or that the grapple would close a little more, but anyway, so we won't be using that. It would have been nice though, because I could have unloaded them all at one time, and it would have been a little bit more realistic than tumping the trailer over, which is what you're about to see here in just a few minutes. I've been trying to keep these videos to about, you know, 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes at the most, just because of the processing time and the upload time. It's takes a while. I may have to see if I can't find some way to. I've been reading about where you can take the videos and run them through some sort of an encoding, run a different codec or something on them, which keeps the same, pretty much the same. You don't lose any resolution, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but it reduces the file size. So I may have to look into that just for upload time and not necessarily processing time, but just the upload time to just take a while. Of course, usually what I do is just first thing in the morning I'll get it kicked off uploading, and then just going into work or go about my business, and whenever it gets done, it's done. But it does take a while. But, you know, let me know in the comments if you don't mind watching a little bit longer video. We'll start doing maybe an hour or something like that, or at least 45 minutes, and that way we can get a few more trees cut, maybe make a couple of runs to the mill if we've got a bunch of trees on the ground. And I might look into possibly some sort of other attachment for this tractor right here, maybe one where we can start a little bit more reliably grabbing 2 or more logs, but I'll have to do some testing and see what works. But you know, as far as reliability with just the trees being stable in the grapple, I really like this one right here, this dual log fork, I think is what it's called, or log fork duo or something like that, and it's one of the mods that I found. Oh, you know what? I better check these logs that are in the road. I think my course play route goes right through this road right here. So I better grab these logs just to be safe. I'm pretty sure that my route does go right through here. So let me get these out of the way. I think there's say probably a couple more up there. And we should have room for them. I think I've got spots for at least 2 or 3 more. Maybe I can grab both of these right here. Well, I don't know. It's a pretty big log there on the other side. I don't think I'm going to try that. Let's see what we got here. Well, I could probably put 1 or 2 more. I think if I were to try to reposition some of those logs, it might have a little bit more room. I think there's a little gap in there. Let's see if I can't bump those logs a little and Get things readjusted. Probably put safely maybe 2 more on there, so make sure my road's clear over here. If not, I'll just move them out of the way. If I can't put, you know, more than 2 on here, and there's more than 2 in the way. Oh, one rolled down the hill there. I'll have to go remember to grab that one. Yeah, it looks like there's just that one up there up the hill. You can grab it and throw it on the trailer, and or actually what I might do is just drive the tractor back over there and drive the truck to the tractor. Probably be easier than having to drive over and then back. Ooh, hope that log stays on. I wish there was a way, they may have it for 2017 or Farming Simulator 17. I wish there was a way to put straps over those logs, that way they wouldn't all roll around and fall off the trailer and all that. Maybe in the next game. Okay, so I'm going to drive the tractor over there to where that log's at, blocking the road. Oops, unless that calls more. Yikes. Ah! Okay, well, I just blocked the road some more. Let's see if I can get that one out of the way. I'm just going to throw this one up here with this other pile of logs. We'll hop in the truck and get it started. Get it started this way. Let's see. Where's my truck? Alright, there we go. And I should be able to start the course play and just tell it nearest waypoint, and it should take off from where it's at and run the route. Let me check that first just to make sure that we are in fact, let's see, 2 mil. Let's see, is there a way? I think there's a way to show the waypoints. Oh wait, there it was. Show waypoints. Yep, there it is. Okay, so from where we're sitting at right here, we should be able to just pick up at the nearest waypoint and it should take off, so. Alright, got that loaded and we're ready to go, so let's just grab our tractor again. And I'm going to grab this tree that's in the way. Throw it on there. We should have room for one more. And we'll get it started. Yeah, I'm still sort of I'm getting pretty impatient here. I want to hear some news about 2017 or Farming Simulator 17. That I want to hear some forestry news. I want to know what's going on with the forestry. Hopefully here the next few days or weeks they'll put out some more information. Alright, come on, get off of there. There we go. Alright, there's the load, so let me hop out of here, get back in the truck, get the course play started. Alright, and here we go. So I think while he's going, I'm gonna probably grab the skidder and let's see if we can't get some of these logs drug up here. Because we can grab more with this thing than we can with that other tractor. Well, let's see. I don't. Oh, well, maybe. No, I better not try to get that one. I'm gonna grab this other one right here. That's. Oh. I hope our truck didn't cause any problems with that. Guess not. He took off. Oh, I didn't think that was in there very good. Oh well. So much for the more than one log at one time. I'm just going to use these stumps to stop the logs from rolling and just place them right about here. That way we can just kind of make a loop, make a bunch of loops. Drop the log off and then head on to the next one. Alright, the truck has got to the mill, so let's see where it ended up at. Don't remember if I redid that route or not. Let's see, I'm going to grab this one over here real quick. Alright, oh, there we go, yep, okay, I did record, okay, I can remember, I did record to the new spot here, so let's hop in the truck, and let's stop that driver, and we'll have to unhook the trailer, just pull up a little bit, and then we'll hop back in our loader, and you just give the trailer a push, and it should dump right over. It sells the logs, the trailer flips back up, and then we can hop out and run over here to the. Okay, so we got we had about 94,000. So what's that? About 55,000 we got. No, 100 and no, we had about, yeah, but it's about 50,000. So let's see, we'll send off the train, and then let's see what happens. It's probably going to be about the same as if we dumped them in the pond, I would imagine. Let's see, it should pop right up here in just a second. So we had 94, now we got 169.5. And let's see, just any second now. Well, while we're waiting, oh, there we go. Okay, so 244. So that's about, let's see. I'm not good at doing the math right in my head. 94. So it's 100 and something, maybe. So did we set a route back to the? Oh yeah, there we did. Okay, so there it is right there. Alright, so let's see, get the route loaded in. From mill. Okay. Anyway, I think we got more money by sending them off on the train. That's the point I was trying to get to there. Alright, let's see. Get back in my tractor. Actually, let me grab the skidder. So yeah, I think we'll be sending them off on the train now. I think we get a little bit more money. See if I can grab one more log here so we can actually utilize our skidder. Looks like we're going to have to drop the little thing there to get them lined up. And then we'll... Whoops. See, I don't know, that might be close. We'll have to see. We'll have to be careful. I'll try to make a wide turn here so it doesn't slip out. Should be good. Avoid the stumps. Okay, so before we wrap this video up for today, I think what I'm going to do is go check on that big field and see how much it is. And we may not have enough money, but if not, we'll buy one of the maybe mid-sized fields. And alright, truck's back. Let's see. Yep, there he is. Alright, so let's hop in our supply truck. And let's see, let me get the map pulled up. So I'd like to buy field number 22, which is, if you see the blinking green marker there, it's just to the left over there. I like to buy that field and get, that's a big field, so get some grass planted there. But I don't think I'm going to have enough money for that field. Well, I mean, enough money to buy the field and then buy some equipment. So let's just run over there right quick and just see how much it is. I don't even remember. And then we'll probably end up buying maybe some mowers and maybe a rake and a trailer to pick it up. Let's see, fields 22 is right over here. See, that's a pretty big field. Get a good bit of grass off of that. Well, let's see how much this thing is. Woo, 157,000. Good grief. Yeah, I thought it might be a little bit much. So let's see. Let me think about this. Well, we're gonna eventually buy field 22. So let's see how much field 27 is. And that's just over here. We can probably buy this one, and then later on when we get more money built up, we'll buy this other field 22. Yeah, that's a little better. Should leave us with quite a bit of money there. So let's go ahead and buy that one, and then we got 155,000 left to play with. So let me see. Mowers, yeah, we'll need that first. This one can go on the front of the tractor, and this other coon can go on the back of a tractor. That way you get everything covered. So that's about 10 meters almost. We'll see, what's that, about 30 feet or so. And this one's 3.5 meters. And those, we got enough money to buy both of those, so let's go ahead and get both of those. And then we can grab a tractor real quick. Well, actually, we'll need a planter first. So let's see. Let's go back here. Let's see. Planters. Where is that at? Sewing machines, I suppose. Yeah, that's what that is. All right. Let's see. I believe it's this one. Nine meters. That's only 6 meters, but that's 91,000. We don't have enough for that one. And that doesn't even do grass. That one does grass. 52,000. Let's go ahead. Let's see. And that one does. Not sure what that is. I wish they would make it to where when you hovered over it, you could see what those are. And that one does grass, but that's super tiny. Let's go ahead and get that one. And I want to go ahead and get a field started planting with grass. Yeah, we got just a little bit of money left over, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get this field 27 planted with grass, and so then next time we can we can have some grass started, and then maybe in the next couple of videos we'll have enough where we can purchase the other equipment and get our little mowing operation started, because that way we can generate a little side income and see how all that works, and get course play set up for mowing the grass and picking it up and delivering it and all that good stuff. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to get my equipment loaded up on the tractor and get the grass planted, and then by next video we'll have a field planted with grass, and we'll get our mowing operation started and probably do another run or two to the mill. So yep. All right, we're still moving forward. We've got another area just about cleaned off with trees and delivered and bought some more equipment. So until next time, this is Jonathan, and if you want to continue to see these videos, just hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever I put some more videos up, which hopefully will be pretty steady this week. I got my garage sale over with, and I'm back in gaming mode. So until next time, we'll see you later.